Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here in Pittsburgh, Texas, here with the head coach of the area-round champion Daingerfield Tigers, Coach Davin Nelson, after a really impressive 33-6 win over the Hooks Hornets. Coach, first off, congratulations to you and your kids.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
First off, Coach, this is my first Daingerfield game I've seen this year, and you've seen them all, obviously. Would you say, based on the opponent you played, the quality of the opponent you played, and the complete dominance of the way you guys played, was this your most complete performance of the year?
It's up there for sure. I mean, we've had quite a few of them like this. You know, we dropped those two early to Timpson and center, but we didn't have our quarterback. He had just gotten to a wreck or whatever, and then we dropped that one against Harmony, which I think was probably the worst game we played all year, to be honest. But yes, it's up there with probably the new Diana one was a really good complete game. But as far as just all the way around, offense and defense, yeah, we did a great job. They did a really good job.
Let's start with your defense. We'll get to the offense in a minute, but that's a really explosive offense over there. They scored over 90 points last week. They got great playmakers. I thought you guys mixing up the blitz packages and your defensive line were the two keys tonight. What was the game plan coming in to slow those guys down and really shut them down for the most part?
The game plan for most of it was just technique. You know, making sure that we took advantage of our pad level, make sure we kept our pad level down. Like you already mentioned, mixing up the blitz package. We thought we had a couple things early on them, on film or whatever, and we were able to take care of it, especially with the inside linebackers being able to get there. I thought the D line did a really good job on picking up on the footwork of their opponent across from them, and the secondary, I think it was the main thing. The main reason why we were able to put so much pressure back there on him was they were locking him down deep, and he wasn't able to get the ball out. We had to make him try to go to his second and third reads. So without them doing what they did, about buying the D line and the outside linebackers a little bit more time, that was huge for us. That was a really good job.
Offensively, Chase is obviously the engine that makes this thing go. He's a 4-year starter. It seems like he's been a Daingerfield Tiger for 10 years. How special is that to have a guy like that running? It's almost like an extension of your coaching staff on the field with the amount of reps that he's gotten and the experience. It's like the game is moving at a different speed for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's just a junior. He's still got one more year to come.
Oh, I thought he was a senior. So
okay. One more year, yeah.
He's been starting since he was a freshman, though, right?
Sophomore. Okay. Yeah. The other kid looked just like him, build-wise. But, no, it's huge because he's it's one of those things where like he can see it. Him and my offensive coordinator did a good job of communicating with their hand signals. I still ain't picked up on all those things. They got so many different ones. But, they'll talk and he looks and it's a head shake or it's a no and they throw another hand signal back and forth. So just being able to communicate that with him and those two having that connection right there is tremendous because he can get the O-line in the right spot, the running backs in the right spot, and the receivers in the right spot in 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So him being able to see that, he does a great job of watching film on his own. And then just his reps. Every rep he takes is 100%. He doesn't take any wasted reps.
And I think your offensive line, I mean, we talk about it in the trenches. It starts up front. There was a couple of times where I thought Chase could have a sandwich back there. He had a lot of time to find receivers. And at first, maybe if you guys weren't open, he was able to have time to wait for those guys to break open, and it was because of your offensive line. I thought they did a great job also in the run game, giving you guys that balance that you need this time of year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they did a great job, especially in pass pro. I mean, there was a couple times he had what felt like I was like, man, where's it coming? Where's it coming? Where's it coming? And then he finally found receivers, or he would tuck it and take off running. I thought they did a great job. Some of the things in run game, one of our young guys, he kind of made some mistakes on, and it kind of showed on some of those tackles for a loss. But as far as everything else, like their overall performance, probably the best they've played. If we go back to that, the best they've played probably all season.
All right, final question for you, Coach. You guys are playing on Thanksgiving weekend. Having a Thanksgiving practice is a milestone for a lot of high school programs, and obviously Daingerfield with the tradition. This is a normal thing in Daingerfield. How special is it to practice on Thanksgiving? It's a holiday of food and family, but also a lot of football, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of been a staple long before I got to Daingerfield that, you get ready for football practice during Thanksgiving. And to just be able to continue to stay in that group of coaches and the group of players and that family unit that you have it's just been a blessing. It's a fun thing. They were talking about it last week. Turkey and football, it's always, it's what we always try to strive for. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun, get some early practices in, no school, just kind of focus, slow it down a little bit, make sure that we clean some things up from tonight and focus on what we got next week.
A lot of food, but you also got a lot of work to do next week, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a lot, especially when you get to the third round.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy it with your kids and family. Good luck next week, and hopefully we'll see you down the road. And congrats again on the win.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.